Hey everyone, this is Daniel from Neon. This is the third video in our developer series where we will walk through deploying a simple ERC20 contract through Hardhat on Neon DevNet. Just like in all of our videos, this document with all the links will be publicly available on our GitHub, and I will include a link to that repo in the video notes below. So to start, Neon is an Ethereum virtual machine, therefore it is compatible with standard Ethereum tools like Hardhat. Hardhat is a development environment, testing framework, and deployment tool for Ethereum smart contract developers. It's designed to facilitate the entire lifecycle of developing smart contracts. In this video, we will walk through our developer docs example, where we cover the steps: installation, account creation through MetaMask, compiling the contracts, running tests, deploying the contract, and we added a sixth step for verifying the contract on Neonscan. That will be added to the docs, but for now, we're just going to cover it in the video. Regarding prerequisites, you just need the basics for this video. So having MetaMask installed, configuring Neon EVM DevNet into MetaMask through Chainlist, and getting Neon tokens for gas through Neon Faucet. This is all covered in our Getting Started video, and I'll have a link to that in the show notes below. For additional installations, this is in reference to the sixth step of verifying the contract on Neonscan. So this is just additional configuration that you have to do to the cloned repo in the walkthrough. So to get started in the walkthrough, this is our Neon docs, and we are going to start with step 1. The first part is cloning the repo, and I have already done that, so I cloned it and CD'd. So the next part is installing. So you should expect this step to take a while. So let's just give it a second. Okay, it's ready to go. So that's step 1. For step 2, we are going to set up the MetaMask accounts. So we're going to need private keys for the configuration file, and I already have 2 accounts that I've created here, but you'll need to create 2 accounts, and you can extract the private key, I'll show in a sec, and have it configured for Neon DevNet. But yeah, this is Neon Faucet, so if you need gas for DevNet, you can just do this. So and you can see that my balance is updated, so I got an extra tokens for gas there. And so yeah, I have the gas for my accounts. I've created my accounts. Now I just need to extract the private key, so you will show your private key there. For this video, these are just sort of throwaway wallets, so I have the private key and public key here. If you need some free Neon tokens, you can take them. Alright, so moving to step 3, we are going to compile the smart contracts. So I'm using the Hardhat, or the NPX variant of the command. So the other one in the docs works fine, but I'm using NPX. Alright, so nothing to compile. Okay, let me delete the artifacts. So I already ran it before, that's why. So I deleted them, and now it'll compile again. Alright, so compilation is successful. So moving to step 4, we are going to test the smart contracts. So this is our testing file, and just to look at the contracts maybe first. So this is the ERC20 contract that we have written, and we are testing that contract here. So just to kind of briefly mention, this before each gets ran on each of those it tests, and basically the before each is just deploying that ERC20 contract to testnet, and then the it tests are basically just interacting with that contract to, in this case, mint, testing the minting function, where we just check the balance before, the balance after, and we make sure that the difference there is equal to the mint amount. The second test is testing that the transfer amount, well, the transfer method works on the contract, and that the transfer amount is the right amount that's actually sent. Alright, so let's go ahead and test. So we are going to run npx hardhat test. And this is going to be deploying and then checking all the logic on the contracts we deploy by interacting with them. So it'll take a second. So our test passed. On to step 5, where we deploy the contract. So this is a pretty simple step. Just going to run npx hardhat run, and then the location of our deploy script. So scripts deploy.js. So we have successfully deployed. We have our contract address and the account that we deployed with. We ran the deploy script, which is located here, and basically we are just running deploy on the contract, and we mint tokens. We run the mint function on the contract. The address we deploy with, the public key, is here. So we have that located in the Hardhat config, and it's the first account here. So let's go ahead and check that account on Neonscan and see if it worked. So yeah, you can see the contract created and the mint transaction here. So let's look at the contract. You can see the contract here. So cool. You can click this tab and you can see the verification of the contract, which we haven't done yet. So let's go ahead and do that. So we're going to copy the contract address there and do the final step for verification. To quickly touch on how to do this, you'll need to add this to this Etherscan object to the config file, and then you'll need to add that Etherscan hardhat dependency, and you'll need to install it as well, which I have all of that in the notes. So the command to run verify is npx hardhat verify, and then the address you want to verify. So it's the contract address, you can see. Okay, so verification was successful. So let's update this page and see. Cool, so our contract is now verified on Neonscan, and this code matches the code in our erc20.sol file. So it's now been verified and it is available to view on Neonscan. So this is the last step in the video, and I hope this was helpful for deploying a smart contract with Hardhat.